Hello student, welcome in my YouTube channel. Today here we will discuss another application of Lagrange equation of motion. We have already done one application of Lagrange equation of motion, and that link I will upload in description of this video. So let's start with today's question. So today we will solve a particle a particle of mass m a particle of mass m move in a plane. Then we have to find its equation in Cartesian coordinate. That is, we have to find equation of system in form of Cartesian coordinate, that is generalized coordinate. And second, equation of motion. So before finding the solution of this equation, we have to remember some points which we have already done in our classes. First, the equation of a system in terms of generalized coordinate and time. We know that how to obtain is the equation of position vector Ri, Q1, Q2, Qf, T, where these are generalized coordinate, and F stand here for degree of freedom. Yani F, that is F is equals to 3n minus k, where n is number of particle and k is number of constant. Also, second point, work done is equals to force into distance of displacement. Third, about generalized force, we have already obtained generalized force for generalized system. So here force is denoted by Qj for is equals to summation I is equals to 1 vary from 1 to n fi into del ri by del qj, where fi is force on that particles. And fourth, about kinetic energy, we know that kinetic energy is denoted by T and equal to half into mv square, where m is mass of particle and v is velocity. Lagrange equation of motion for a holonomic dynamical system is given by d by dt del t by del qr dot minus del t by del qr is equals to qr. So let's start its solution. So here solution is started. One simple thing here, that any particles when n particles move on a plane, then we think about a carom board and a striker. Just like we hit a striker, apply force on a striker, then it's move randomly at where it can go. That is, there is no any restriction given in that question, so we can let that example. So here that particle initial position vector, initial position of that particle is p is equals to Cartesian coordinate xy, where m is mass of that particle in a plane. If it will be asked in a space, then we think about a bird flying in the sky. So solution, let's start. Consider a particle of mass m and let xy be coordinate of the position of a particle at time t. So let fx and fy be the force component acting on the particles in the x and y direction. Here is one particle, so only one, that x has not been mentioned there. First we have to find its equation in Cartesian coordinate. Thus the dynamical system consists of a single particle of mass m, and generalized coordinate will be what? Is here here in rough, we know that f is equals to 3n minus k. When we say about plane, then in a space one axis is fixed, that is we here fix any system, here we fix if this is x, this is y, and this is z, then we fix z. Z is fixed here, and only we think we only consider here a plane, and that time here number of particle n is equals to 1, and if we fix z, then number of constant is equals to 1, then degree of freedom will be what? 3 into 1 minus 1 is equals to 2, that is we have system, that degree of freedom of that system is 2. So we have how many generalized coordinate? We have 2 generalized coordinate. So now number of generalized coordinate is 2, and that generalized coordinate also x and y. So here we mention, thus the dynamical system consists of a single particle of mass m, and generalized coordinate of the system are x and y. That is equation of that system r vector, only single particle for r, not I vary. Here I is equals to 1, so we symbol here only with r. So r vector equals to r x y t according to this, and that equation is system of Cartesian form in term of generalized coordinate and time. Now we have to find equation of motion of given particle moving in plane. One more thing, in previous question we obtained that number of generalized coordinate is 2, that is q1 and q2, and here we already q1 for x and we y for qt. So our generalized coordinate are again x and y. So we have written here generalized coordinate of the system are xy, that is position vector of the particle will be become rxyt in terms of generalized coordinate and t. Now in another question, equation of motion, we have to find equation of motion of that particle. So let's start second question, and that question is important. So here if qx, capital Qx, comma qy be generalized coordinate, generalized force components in the x and y direction respectively. In x generalized force qx apply, and in direction of y generalized forces qy will applied respectively. Then we have work done will be what? As given fx distance covered by that coordinate, displacement in that coordinate in जनरलाइज कोऑर्डिनेट x dx plus fy dy, that is equals to qx dx plus qy dy, that is qx is equals to fx and qy is equals to fy. Now we know that kinetic energy is equals to half mv square and v, and here generalized coordinate are q1 comma q2. So generalized velocity will be q1 dash, q2 dash, and we mention q1 for x and y for q2. So it will become x dash comma y dash, and here are two generalized coordinate. That's why v become x dash plus y dash total velocity, that is half m x dash plus y dash का square, which imply and del t by del x dot what will be is equals to m x dash and del t del y dash is equals to half my dash, and del t by del x, here only x is not there, so it's all are constant, it's all are constant. That's why when partial derivative with respect to only generalized coordinate x, then it will become 0. Also this one become del t del y is equals to 0, and we know that Lagrange equation of motion for a holonomic dynamical system given by d by del t del qr dot minus del t qr is equals to qr. That's why for generalized coordinate x, this will become d by dt del t del x dot minus del t del x बराबर equal to qx, which imply when we again partial derivative when again derivative, that since we have two derivative del t by del x d with respect to time, so it's become m x, velocity become acceleration x dot minus this will is 0 is equals to qx, which imply mx dot is equals to qx. Similarly my double dot is equals to qi, and that two equation 2 and equation 3 is required equation of motion for our given system. So let's, this one is first, this one is second, and this one is थर्ड. आई होप कि आप लोग को यह क्वेश्चन क्लियरली समझ में आ गया होगा. नेक्स्ट वीक अगेन मिलेंगे अनदर क्वेश्चन में। थैंक यू।